Hey YouTube, it's Hannah Loba. If you want more MotoAmerica content, check out the new and vastly improved MotoAmerica Live Plus app. It's the only place you can catch all the race action in one place all season long. Click the link in the description below.
Row number 1, Michaela Moore was our pole sitter. Won't make the start today, possibly tomorrow. There's Emma Betters, Camille Conrad, who both had podium finishes back at Barber, rounding out that front row.
Yeah, Cassie Creer there 4th, Aubrey Crederoli 5th, and Miranda Kane outside of that 2nd row.
Row number 3, Shay McGregor, Kira Kniebel, and Lauren Prince are all right there together. And then Holly Veray, Kate West, and Lucy Bondell, who we just saw have that moment out on the racetrack, making up row number 4. All right, flag is away. Once the lights are going to come on, once they go off, it is time to start the race. Here at Road America, we are underway, and it's a great start for Emma Betters. She's leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of the field already.
Yeah, really good start for Emma Betters there. And, you know, this race with Michaela out, it's really going to open the door for someone else, and it's going to be interesting to see Aubrey Crederoli. Also a really good start for her.
It's going to be Aubrey that came up through the field, and she's going to be able to lead the rest of the field down into turn 1. But that was also a really great start from Cassie Creer from the 2nd row.
And another thing, too, we've talked a lot in the other classes about the spray, and that's something that they're also going to experience, too, as they come down in there to turn 3 on the exit of there. That run down to turn 5 as the speeds pick up, the spray's going to pick up as well.
I mentioned earlier, this race originally was scheduled for 5 laps. It will be 4 laps for them from start to finish, as you see the heads down and just the determination on their faces, just trying to stay focused in conditions that many of them are just completely unfamiliar with.
Emma Betters looked like she was going to try to make the pass, and you could see she thought about it and then just thought better of it early on in the race. Didn't want to push it too quick.
See Cassie Creer, she made that pass around Aubrey Crederoli, and we didn't see a lot of her up at the front at Barber Motorsports Park, but certainly in these conditions, she's feeling a lot more comfortable.
Feeling really comfortable. You can just see on the bike how comfortable she looks, being aggressive on it, but also being really smooth. And we talk about the rain, able to let other riders, you know, show their potential. And right now, she's able to do that.
For Cassie Creer, I loved what she said about the Build Train Race program and how one of her favorite aspects of this race program is that she's able just to come out and ride on national circuits. Now she's getting a taste of it in all different kinds of conditions on a major race weekend, and for her to be able to lead her first laps this season, this is pretty cool.
Really cool. And not only that, a national track and a big series, but also all the fans. I mean, can you imagine being out there in one of your first races and you do your warm-up lap and you see a 4-mile track just packed with fans?
And Aubrey Crederoli and Emma Betters, they're not giving each other a whole lot of space out there. We still have 4 laps to go, and you see as Aubrey Crederoli goes wide.
See, great job getting back on track there. It's easy to make a mistake when you run off the track in the wet, and she found a really safe place and re-entered the track. Lost a couple spots, but now she just has to put her head back down and see if she can make those back.
We're still on the first lap of this 4-lap race, so she certainly has plenty of time to move back up, close the gap. She does have Camille Conrad right behind her, though, and we saw the two of them back and forth throughout both of the races at Barber.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to carry that battle on over so far this weekend, and Emma Betters with the really good start. But right now, Cassie Creer just looks like she's a little bit more comfortable than the other ladies.
And she's been racing for 2.5 years, but she has been riding for 5 years, and she comes from a finance background. She's one of the younger racers. She's 26 years old, so she's more comfortable out there, and she has a little bit of track time, but certainly here at Road America, she has gotten up to speed quickly.
Aubrey Crederoli there getting a really good start from the 2nd row, led down into turn 1. You see Emma Betters got a great start as well. Cassie Creer. Aubrey's did a great job getting back on track and putting it right behind her. When you make a mistake, you know, it's just so important to just get focused back onto the very next corner. And she did a great job at that, and you can see now she's back on track and she's trying to regain those positions that she lost. You know, 3:14.4 this lap. You see she 2:13, you know, just a second quicker lap, showing that consistency and getting more comfortable. And Emma Betters now with a 3:12.1. Was almost a 5-second lead. This time it's down to about 3, so she can, you know, a couple of seconds this lap, she might be there by the end.
Yeah, and Emma Betters that last lap able to, you see on that graphic, able to put in her best lap of the race at 3:12. So she certainly is the quickest of the riders out there. It's just, there's just aren't enough laps to be able to get there, but she can push it just a little bit more, and she could probably close that gap and possibly even get around Cassie Creer. But as they came back over the hill and across start finish and down that long front straightaway, you saw the gaggle of people that were standing there at the wall, and right in the middle of the mix I did see Michaela Moore, and she was there giving rounds of applause to everybody as they were coming across start finish line. And just the support that these competitors give to one another is amazing.
Yeah, and they help each other in between practice sessions and talk and hang out, and you know, when someone needs a little help on their bike, they jump in. So they're competitors, they want to win and they want to beat each other, but at the same time they're trying to elevate each other, and that's the most important thing.
You can see right there is Emma Betters, and she has significantly closed that gap down to Cassie Creer here on this last lap.
And she's going to see that she's closing in, and you know, it's going to give her a little bit, you know, she's going to want to push it. But also, if you look at the ground, you can see looks like it's starting, the rain is starting to pick up, but she is a lot closer than she was the previous lap.
We do have Michael Hill, who is still out on pit lane, and he's confirmed that the rain has significantly picked up and it is back to a downpour that we've experienced for the last several hours. Before these riders, they're not thinking about it right now. They're already out there in their rain condition and on the final lap of this first race here this weekend, and for a lot of them this is going to be a big sigh of relief.
And Emma Betters is close. I mean, it's down to, looks like almost to about a second, so she can put this third sector together. She's a little wide there and can give a little bit back, but she has definitely closed down the gap this lap.
She has continued to improve her sector times through the first 2 on this lap, going the quickest of anybody in sectors 1, sectors 2, and that's allowed her to close this gap down. Just the mental fatigue that these women are experiencing right now, and you know, the conditions like we talked about they're not comfortable with, and being able to find that comfort. And then you have a rider like Emma Betters who's able to just keep going and keep digging, and she sees how close she is. She knows that she's better, and she knows that she's closed that gap.
Yeah, she can see the win, and you can see how late she's getting into these corners, that she knows that it's right there.
We're coming around that last turn. We'll go up the hill. Right now it is still Cassie Creer who has led since she got herself there right at the start of this race, but Emma Betters right on her tail. And it's just not going to be enough, and Cassie Creer will get her first win in the Royal Enfield Build Train Race Championship. For her, we're going to round out the podium with Camille Conrad coming up the hill, and she gets another solid podium finish as well.
And just the consistency, getting quicker each lap over the race. She was able to get 8 seconds quicker, but you can see Emma Betters closes that gap on the last lap, but just wasn't close enough there.
Take a look at the full results from this first race. It is Cassie Creer with her very first victory here in Royal Enfield. Emma Betters there closed that gap down to just over 0.2 of a second. Certainly a big moment for her. Camille Conrad rounding out our podium in the top 3. But Kira Kniebel, Aubrey Crederoli, Shea McGregor, they were all able with Kate West to ride a solid race and complete all of the laps.
Yeah, and for Michaela, it'd be easy to miss the race and be upset and not want to be around, but she's out there happy for all of her competitors and just all of them congratulating each other.
Yeah.